I'm still in shock. I'm still in awe. Like what I'm actually seeing right now, it's just so wild. Like this whole day today, I've been sitting in bed and just doing some small errands. And this thing likes to hide. I don't know why it likes to hide. It's called the life of a seer. Basically, what I want to talk about this, the state of a seer. How wild it is. It is so wild because you get to experience what it's like to be the seer of your own ego. Your ego will be your conditionings, your biasness, your preferences, your needs, your wants. This state of a seer, it's the one that actually stems from clarity, right? And it brings light into all that dense energy that comes with ego. And we all know what it's like to be in an ego, because we're living in a space of duality that comes with two opposite spectrums of seeing, of feeling, of experiencing life, that can tend to create a lot of confusion and conflict in our mind. So the seer is this lens that stems from clarity and that has light to see the darkness that comes through the darkness, through the illusions, through the shadows that are created from the state of duality, which is what forms our ego, right? And I think I'm slowly getting into this character of being a seer, and it is like mind-blowing to get to the state where you can actually see what the cause of things, comparing you living in the past where you were in the dark of this reality, of this truth, of this light, what comes with the light, not being unaware of it, and now finally being here and you can see things. All you do is in awe, because you're like, sure, because you can see now your mind. You can see your mind patterns in the old version of self, and how it was formed and molded into creating that character. And you can see what dominated the character, which is fear-based. So hence your character was more inclined to survival mode, wanted to be secure, wanted to be safe, wanted to appear okay, good, right, all that stuff. It was one-sided. Like now you go deeper. Why? And then this light, this lens that is able to permeate all illusions, is able to show you the reason behind why in the past version of selves you were so inclined to be clingy, to be needy, to feel the need to put on a mask to cover yourself up. It just brings all that information, the reasons why you were acting in that, and it shocks you. Initially, you get so shocked. Yes, you get excited that you finally got the truth. And what moves you, what used to move you, what used to dominate you, what used to drive you, and created the world that you were living in a past that has actually rendered you in a place where you were feeling some sort of way. Do you understand? And then out of that confusion, you cried out to the unknown, to the nothingness, and you wanted something different, and then the universe actually gave you exactly what you felt you deserved to experience. And here you are experiencing what comes with light, what comes with being in a state of clarity, of being grounded, of being connected, integrated. That now, life is just so vast, it's so big, it's so wow. Everything is so refreshing. Like, sure, man, like all this mushy, murky, intense sensation that you used to feel as a version of the old past, it looks like it's easy for you to go through those, to permeate right through, and like within seconds, like, you can't, like, darkness cannot cloud you. Like, it's so wild when you have experienced, when you've been in those shoes of being in the in a dark place where you didn't know, where you were confused, where you really wanted the answers. And then now you in the opposite spectrum where you know the answers, you know what's going on, you know why you feel in a certain way, you know why when things happen in a certain way you will actually, in the past you act in the same. So it's like you can really read your mind. You read your past, you understand it, and then because you even have that, now you actually have the free will. You're actually aware that you have a free will to just create the kind of experience, the energy frequency you want. That's the wide part. Like, you already know. Like, I was talking to this old man yesterday. He just like reflected exactly where I am. He's like, he was saying something about, I know how to control my anger. And for me it was like, old man, I don't even know you, but like the universe, God has a way of mirroring your state of mind, or which state of mind you currently are operating from. And He will create anything and anything about anything to show you if you're paying attention. You will see. Once you're in this state where you are actually performing as a seer, your role is to see things. You will actually see things like this, like this, like you see right through things, like you see right through things, like yo, sure, this is wild. Like, you see, like, Ash, oh, now I'm acting this way because of this. Oh, this person is actually responding this way, or this, you read energies, like. And I feel, honestly, this is not new to me. The new thing that I feel is new is the awareness of why. Because I feel like when I was much younger, I was living in the same state with 100 times or more than 100 times power to live in this state. Because now I feel like it's like I'm a baby. I'm still learning. I'm remembering. That's what I'm feeling. I'm remembering the patterns. But then the wow side, the mind that is like intrigued about is how all these comes to be. And I still have a memory as a child with how I would actually live in the same state and move with so much solidness, so much in tuneness, and empowered. Like, I moved with rhythm of life force. There was no doubt, there was no questioning, there was no, oh, this is a shadow. There was no such thing. It was like a clean energy that was just flowing right through. Do you understand? Like, every movement, everything that I looked at, my mind could actually work with the speed of a lightning. Like, everything would be like, so fast. Like, the knowing. Now it's like everything is being programmed. Okay, now, okay, when something happened, when a person act this way, now you have to remember that the person has a belief system that backs up their character. The character influences their way of seeing, how they approach, how they opposition. So it's like now it's pre-programmed slowly, or I'm being actually shown how I got to be in that state that I used to be as a 9-year-old. Wow. And I'm like, because, even though I'm 42 years old, I still look back on the 9-year-old self of me. And I remember how wild I was. I was wild. That was wild. And in that time, for me, it was nothing. Like, it was nothing to be in that state of pureness, of wholeness, of fullness, and being connected and just flowing life. And then here I am right now. It's a beautiful thing in some way, as a character, to actually rediscover this dimension of seeing that gives you the potential to rise above things like hell. Oh, have mercy. Like, you You have a power to rise above anything. Like there is no deception. There's no enough deception or lies, or like you can see right through every, even if you don't say anything, you will see it. And it's not you see because you're smart or you clever or you intelligent. You have the lens that has the power to see right through illusions, to see right through mask, shadows, conditions, beliefs, everything. So your lens comes already wired to read through energy, and the speed it does is beyond your own understanding. You like, what the heck? But that is your reaction as an ego, as a person who doesn't have the understanding of what's happening on your higher self. Your higher self has it. It's how it operates. It's how it actually moves. Do you understand? And then it's like you have this new machine car that works and does magic, and you like, what? In what world? Where is this? And in some point I was like, I wonder, how is it this, what world is it coming from, this kind of a state of mind, and whatever energy that created it? Because oh my goodness, huh? Life, God of mess. So that's my life right now. And what comes with this whole thing, the most unthinkable part of it, it's how it humbles you. Hi. Like you get humble, not because, I don't know how can I put it, as a result of having this lens, because he has the power to see and read things as it is, it then releases the needs and urges in your body state of being a person, an ego, to want control. So you automatically surrender to things that your old self would want to have control over it. And you do it because you can see the reality, you can see the truth, you know the truth, and the truth sets you free. Like you can see, like in the old vision of self from the past that is coming from a place of being unconscious of reality of what is, it's easy for you to get triggered to do things that you thought they were actually the good things for you. Here in this state, you don't have preferences. You are not looking for things to be in a certain way. You're not looking for trying to make things go in a certain way. Sure, your part is mostly about surrendering, acknowledging what you see, acting according to what you see. And it's not really about free will as such, because I feel like the seeing is the key. The ability, that insight that comes with that state of clarity is the one that has the power, that diminishes everything, that neutralizes anything, because it has so much power. That light destroys anything, whatever that may be the case. It doesn't matter how manipulative the situation is. You will see right through. And you know what is the funny part? You won't have the need to protest just because you know the truth, or try to prove things right, or try to make things right. It will put you in a place where it just neutralizes everything, and you understand why. Like you kind of like, you get it. Things have to be, because you have all the energies behind every scene. You understand how things come to be in the surface. So it kind of like, it sets you free from the need to try to intervene to life course. And what you do now, you take the back seat and you witness and you observe. Because you know what's happening, and you don't feel the need to have control. You're not panicking. Hey. And there's this great sense of knowing that you are You are enough to meet life where it is. Like you believe in yourself like nobody's business. Like you scare yourself and you scare other people around you. You become like you scare yourself because the power you feel inside comes as a result of the knowledge you know, and just not just the knowledge but approved knowledge that has been tested and approved through you. And then when and the assurity, the confidence, the self-belief is wild. Like it's like nothing is anything. Not like you looking down at things and other people. You're not in a competitive spirit or comparison, but you know who you are and how you come to be. Yeah, it is wild, and it is so wild. It's scary. Yes, it's scary from the ego state of seeing point of view. But once you understand that why it's even there, then you're no longer afraid. You sure all the things, the worst scenarios there are no worst scenarios in your world. There is no things are in a harmonious state where you are looking from how you are seeing things, the state, the lens you are seeing. It makes life so amazingly perfect. It makes life, you see the synchronization, the interconnectedness. You see everything working together. You literally see that from a spiritual point of view. You see yo, man. And that's the state of a seer. You see everything. No wonder. Don't even know why I'm saying no wonder. Jesus Christ. No, it's wild. It is wild. Like the books, I think now it's time for them to come out. Like honestly, I feel like I am so ready for my books to be out and to really talk about them, because as I've mentioned before, the books that I have always been downloaded. So nothing I've sat down on a table and pick up a pen and just writing and thinking of ideas. No, it's always like a download of something, like I'm doing right now. You get a thought, you get a voice, and then you follow it, and then everything just come through you. That's exactly what happened with the book. So those books used to scare the hell out of me because they were not coming from a state of an ego where you calculate things and you strategize things. No, they were coming from a higher point of seeing that I could not control. So when all this information comes out, and after the download, I will reread the books, and I'm like, I used to be so shocked. I don't want to. That truth used to scare the hell out of me. But now I understand why why I was even scared, because I didn't have the lens then. I was not yet awakened to the lens that was able to read the energy, where it's coming from. Sure. In how it actually shows up, in how it actually creates its own way of, of life. And now that I have the understanding and I know how to apply it and how to live about it, and what is written now is actually living through me, in a sense, it's no longer scary to talk about what is written in these books. It's no longer, because now it's what I'm living. It's what living inside me. It's what I'm experiencing daily. It's what I am breathing, eating, daily living in. Every day, this is exactly what. So if I'm talking about a spiritual billionaire mindset, the characteristic of, I know exactly what is that. That, even just the theme, spiritual billionaire mindset, used to scare the hell out of me. Now it's like the world reflects exactly what has been shown. Do you understand? The lens that I'm using is influencing the mind to respond to life in the ways that the spiritual billionaire mindset would do. Shh. It's beyond. That is wide, right? So does other books that I have, like Personal Power, like, about the ways, man. It's like I've been revealed to myself. Like, this is who you are. This is who you are all along. Look at you as a child, how you used to carry yourself. What made people being shocked around you, how you used to speak about things and people would be so frightened and threatened. Why are you saying things? Wow, where are these coming from? People used to question you, or they try to shut you down because you say things that were, for some of the adults, who could not understand, or they didn't believe in themselves, hence they didn't want you to believe in yourself. So right now, it's like I'm given the key to choose myself, which is that energy of my higher self that comes with all this information that needs to be shared, that needs to be lived. And I am the one who's the first person to live it, to experience it, to express it, to embody that energy. Being the seer.